Jack the Ripper was born in the slums of Old London after the Industrial Revolution to his prostitute mother, Mary, and his father who suddenly disappeared, Jack Smith. Jack was frequently abused or beaten by others, such as a restaurant owner whose rubbish Jack rifled through, exposing him to the darkest side of humanity. His beloved mother was the only light in his life, and he spent most of his childhood rummaging for food for himself and his mother. Jack has heterochromatic eyes. The right eye can sense people's emotions as colors, which a unique power that he's possessed since birth. By peering into a person's soul, Jack can deduce their true intentions from even the slightest color change, so that's why Jack can effortlessly influence and fool people by viewing their feelings and how they respond to his actions. When Jack returned from his regular scavenging, he came across his mother in tears one day, and the neighbor informed Jack that a writer named Jack Smith, who had visited his mother 13 years before, had married a wealthy noblewoman. Mary showed Jack her true colors when she said she should have aborted him like his unborn siblings. Jack noticed that his mother was the same color as every other corrupt and degenerate person he had encountered throughout his life. As a self-protective mechanism, Jack began to choke Mary as she was ruining and venting her rage at him. At that moment, Jack saw her entire body being dyed into the color of fear, which he'd never seen before. And then Jack stabbed Mary to death. That same night, Jack tracked down and murdered his father. Meanwhile, Jack committed his legendary murders of the 5 prostitutes, and several additional crimes that were not related to him in history. Even before Ragnarok, Brunhild chose Jack the Ripper as humanity's antithesis to Heracles. For the 4th match, Jack requested that the stage be constructed in the theme of 19th century London, to which Heracles agreed. Jack the Ripper is a master assassin and combatant who likes to win through brilliant strategies instead guerrilla tactics power. In battle, Jack is willing to go to any length to take down his prey, using his warped and creative mind to devise a strategy to murder his opponents as effectively and sadistically as possible. He can quickly adapt to his surroundings by manipulating every single object, and used available items that quickly putting up complicated traps and improvising to trick his opponent, even in battle.
Jack is also a natural liar, and he repeatedly lies to Heracles about his Volundra as a part of his strategy to win his fight against the god. Initially, Jack clutched a massive pair of scissors, persuading Heracles that it was his divine weapon, but it was a prank. The second prank, Jack used 2 bags to summon his large armory of weapons and equipment. It worked but didn't last long, until the mastermind revealed his true power. Jack manages to get their hearts to resonate and forces a Volundra, turning Hlock into gloves that can turn anything they touch into a divine weapon. Utilizes this power to transform any object in London, from large buildings to pebbles, into lethal weapons to employ as he sees fit. He stated to Heracles that he could see a whirl of emotions in the people around him, and it was a lovely sight when the people he killed were filled with the sole sensation of dread. Heracles told Jack that he only fears the day when he must part ways with justice. A true warrior, Heracles embraces combat in all its forms, and relishes in the heart of battle. Jack force again with close-range combat and few more failed attacks, but Heracles was good with it. Heracles cracked the entire ground by simply leaping, smashing Jack's giant scissor effortlessly and creating a gigantic crater in the ground by punching it. However, just as Heracles was ready to finish him, Jack counterattacked with final move called Dear God, to immolate Heracles through the chest and gravely wound him. Heracles never abandoned his principles of honor and love no matter what hardships he faces. Instead of ending his match with a mutual kill, he hugged Jack with his remaining strength. Looked pathetic for not being able to express sadness. As he walked away, Jack wished to be able to see Heracles again. The winner was met with abuse from the audience of gods as he struggled to walk out of the arena. They threw stones and rubbish at him and angrily decried Jack for killing Heracles and wished that he would have died instead. Even so, this villain has become a hero who saved humans on Earth for his victory in Ragnarok.